and I hated to hear the things doubled. But yeah, I'm watching the stream, and just ping me if anything comes up.
Yep. Hello all.
Hey, there we go. Hello, everybody. How we doing today? This all right. Welcome to the Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Blackout Bingo. My name is Mizzlesticks. I'm joined by Paradoxical Remedy. Paradox, how you doing this afternoon?
Doing quite well. How are you, Mizzle?
I can't really complain. Got some solid runners here. We got Shadowfrost, we got Rasschla, we got Hercules Benchpress, and we got halqery. It's going to be Hercules Benchpress and halqery versus Rasschla and Shadowfrost. Should be a solid matchup of four really strong bingo competitors.
I agree. These are very good runners and definitely good routers at this.
Here, so I think we're about set. All the runners do appear to be ready, and we should be getting underway momentarily.
I believe there's a chance they're waiting for a countdown, so I'm going to go ahead and get them done.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we should be ready now for the countdown if you check with them.
Okay, yeah, I don't have access to the waiting room, so.
Oh.
I gave them the go.
Okay, they got it. Cool.
All right. Well, I wish you good luck.
There we go. We are off to the races here. So let's take a look at the card here. We do have a few interesting goals here. Winning bug catching contest is going to mean that they're going to want to set their card or set their clock to either Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday to make sure that they can get to that. Chances are I think we're going to see a lot of them set. Yep, there we go. Thursday.
I see a Friday on Rasschla's screen.
halqery opted for Wednesday. So what he might be doing here, because he set it for night, most likely because of the fact that the Route 39 TM is on the card. Route 39 TM is the snore event at the farm.
And that requires 7 separate berries.
So that's going to give halqery a clock rollover to collect more of the berries that he's going to need for that, in which they'll then roll over into a bug catching contest deck. So we'll end up seeing
Interesting starter choice.
I did miss what the starters were. I saw an Abra.
Rasschla and Shadowfrost took Abra and Poliwrath. I didn't catch what Herc and Halq grabbed.
Take a look here. It'll be interesting to see which one of them. Herc took the Abra. As we see a Stantler over on halqery's side. halqery took the Poliwrath.
Other way around, Herc took the Poliwrath, and Halq took the Abra.
Oh. Okay. My apologies, I got the layout a little confused there. Alright. Oh my gosh, look at the Spider-Man meme there. Poliwrath versus Poliwrath. Yeah, the Poliwrath has a Super Fang too. It's a pretty decent catching machine at that point. So we will take a look here. Players heading up for Route 30 right now.
Oh, the Abra has Psychic Ice Beam. If not for its immense frailty, that would be a very good start.
Yeah, if this was a Kadabra and an Alakazam, that'd be a monster of a main, but the Abra Solid is just not going to take a hit for anything.
However, we see 2 runners going after Jolteon that I have only seen physical moves from so far.
Dynamic Punch, Sweet Kiss, Lick, and Crunch on the Jolteon. Not gonna do it.
Yes, that is a bit of an oof. Physical moves on a special poke. Did I just see explosion on that Poliwrath?
Yup, Explosion on the Poliwrath. Super Fang, Drill Peck, Explosion, Ancient Power.
That could actually be useful in the Violet City Gym, as exploding on Venine does massive damage.
So, Herc and Halk have picked up... Oh, Dynamic Punch on the... I didn't see what it was, but there was Dynamic Punch picked up.
Yes,
By both
it's
players. I think
Jolteon.
it's the Jolteon. There we go. So first goal marked. This is a Blackout Bingo, so obviously the players will be going for every goal on the card. A lot of the goals on the card are, in a sense, guaranteed. There's a lot of static stuff on this card. But we do see some difficult goals. Things like a Ghost-type Pokemon, there's only 4 options for that. Other things like specific goals such as Pidgeotto or Raticate. Miltank or Tauros are single-stage Pokemon with no way to evolve into them, so... It's going to be a matter of finding... Go ahead.
These Pokeballs can be very difficult to achieve.
So, Herc is making his way back. Yeah, halqery just got through the rival fight. Herc's gonna check the item. Go ahead.
Rasschla and Shadowfrost slightly behind, as Rasschla is only now getting to rival, and Shadowfrost is still on Route 30.
So it looks like so far we're looking at an early struggle for mains here. Not a lot of runnable Pokemon. The Poliwrath is an interesting moveset, but it's not going to be good enough to run.
It also won't learn any level-up moves during this.
That is true.
If the runners can find Vistantler, it is both a physical and special attacker, so that could be a good option.
Quick question, do we have time for a donation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Just wanted to say that we got a $10 donation from Anonymous with no comment. So first off, thank you so much, Anonymous, for your donation. And with that, I just would like to also remind that with such an amount, $10, that puts you into the prize pool for getting a Bingothon mug, which is one of our amazing prizes. And the other grand prize that we've got is a Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition download code on the Nintendo Switch. All that for a minimum donation of $20, which are accumulative, by the way, so that can be done over multiple donations. So yeah, that was my little PSA. Good luck with the rest of the run. Thank you for your donation.
Thanks a lot, guys. Make sure you keep those donations coming in, guys. So, we do see some information on the Stantler. The Stantler showed Herc Flail, but I didn't see anything else.
The Stantler has Bone Meringue, Rock Slide, and Ice Punch.
It's a solid Stantler.
That is a very good Pokemon.
Rock Slide, Ice Punch, Bone Meringue, Stantler. Could be runnable. It's something that's worth considering, especially in a situation like this where they haven't really found much else. It's been a little dry for mains right now. Be interested to see if maybe one of them decides to run with the Abra. It's fast, its moveset is solid, it's just it cannot take a hit.
On Shadowfrost's side, we see a Murkrow with Earthquake. Not exactly the most runnable Pokemon, but a decent starting option for now.
Yeah, I think Herc's going to end up going with the Stantler here. It's probably the right call, barring any sort of absolute monster that shows up between now and then. Now and, like, say, the first gym. We'll see what the Stantler picks up for its next learn. Meanwhile, halqery has entered Violet City. Herc is still making his way up Route 30.
Shadowfrost just now re-entering Cherry Grove with Rasschla on Route 30 again.
Right, so Halk is going to take our first look at the level 9 that starts Faulkner's gym here. It's usually the first big wall of the run, and you're looking at an Executor. So, could see a problematic 9 here, especially. Yep, the Executor's got Crunch. So,
that's a big oof on the Abra.
It's going to one-shot the Abra. Yeah, words are hard today, fellas. So it's going to one-shot the Abra. Solid special stat on that Executor means that Crunch is going to do a lot of damage to anything going in there under-leveled. Herc has found a Butterfree in Dark Cave. So that's going to give them
very interesting find.
Oh, it gives them the bottom left corner. There you go. There it is. Beedrill Butterfree is marked by our runners. So yeah, it looks like halqery has picked up an escape rope. He's gonna head up. He's gonna head up Sprout Tower to try to get some levels on this Abra, see if he maybe can find something runnable.
Oh, we've got a Gengar on Shadowfrost stream. If that thing has any decent special moves, it could be a good replacement for his Jolteon, and it satisfies the Ghost type goal.
Oh, halqery picked up an experience share. And I do see that we do in fact have the Ghost type Pokemon for the blue team. Herc is now founded as well.
And Shadowfrost has found the Butterfree.
Look, Gengar has Hydro Pump.
Oh, and Rasschla gets the freeze on the Executor with his Abra. He's going to destroy that 9.
There it is. Ghost type picked up by the yellow team. So the only goal difference right now is the experience share that halqery picked up in Sprout Tower. Now, it's not too big of a difference.
Oh, Shadowfrost found an experience share in Dark Cave.
Well, never mind. I was going to say, it's not that big a deal because there's a static experience share after you go through the Lake of Rage cutscene. But neither team is going to end up needing that. Just, there's experience shares everywhere out here. halqery's found an Octillery. I didn't catch if... Oh, it's got headbutt. It murdered the Abra.
I missed the second trainer on Rasschla's stream, but he's now going against Faulkner with the Abra.
Herc went for explosion strats to get past the 9, but looks like he's resetting anyway. I think he might...
He may have expected not to kill and wanted experience.
That's most likely the case, yeah.
Oh, Faulkner with a Hydro Pump Suicune.
Faulkner's gym so far proving a little daunting. As halqery, makes his way back up the tower. He's going to try to keep picking up some experience here. I think he might be, let's see where this goes here. Yeah, Herc's getting the experience on the, trying to get the experience onto the Stantler. Meanwhile, the Abra takes out the artillery on the Sage.
Oof, that Jolteon not really picking up much with Rock Throw.
The Exeggutor has Karate Chop for the Stantler. That is horrifying. That Exeggutor, like...
Oh, that is a Slash Stantler in the Sprout Tower. Not Stantler, Girafarig. Stab Slash being immensely powerful.
The early ROM here is just not being friendly. Just monsters left, right, and center. So we see all of the runners are struggling to get through fights right now.
It looks like Rasschla is hoping for a Hydro Pump miss from that Suicune on Faulkner.
Herc has gone back to the explosion strat to get the experience onto the Stantler. Stantler learning high jump kick. Decent move to teach over Flail, gives it some good answers. As we see an Ampharos on Elder Lee.
I believe that Stantler now has perfect coverage.
Stantler... Let me see here. Yeah, that should be perfect coverage at this point. The yellow team, by clearing the Suicune, has... let me see. Look at this again. Get a legendary. No, oh yeah, the yellow team does pick up defeat a legendary. There we go.
Was there a legendary on Elder Lee? I missed it.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch what it was, but I've been like drawn into this gym battle.
Yeah, the Faulkner fight is holding up a few of our runners.
That Stab Hydro Pump Suicune is absolutely insane.
Oh, and that Lickitung has E-Speed.
Stab E-Speed. Oh my gosh, this ROM is insane.
Ouch, even with Lickitung's subpar stats, Stab Extreme Speed is very powerful.
Yeah, both teams are going to get... Yep. Both teams are going to get... to defeat the legendary as soon as they can get through Faulkner.
Oh, we do have a Faulkner kill. Shadowfrost exploding the Suicune.
That's one way to get through it, right? Doesn't matter as long as the Suicune faints. So Herc takes the wipe to Faulkner, and he's gonna head back. He's gonna head into Sprout Tower now. Try to pick up some experience as we see halqery is on the second trainer who has the Lickitung with extreme speed that we talked about before. Or actually, that's on Faulkner. My apologies. Gets a little tough to keep track of sometimes.
And now Shadowfrost has a chance to take the blue team into a decent lead.
Well, halqery is now through the Faulkner fight, which gives us TM31, which is Wrap, so no help in the movesets there.
If this were Gen 1, that would have been an amazing TM.
See what our runners end up doing here. Herc is still desperate for levels, I think, but it looks like he's actually going to turn around now.
Rasschla also going up Sprout.
Herc has come back to fight the first trainer in the tower. There's 3 Pokemon. Meanwhile, halqery and Shadowfrost are both going to be on Route 32 here in a moment. I imagine we'll see both of them pick up the fishing rod in the Pokemon Center here.
Fishing Rod does give access to an easy level 10, so that could be a main swap if necessary.
I think we're going to see at least a couple of players that have already made it through Faulkner with the Abra. I would imagine they're going to stick with the Abra at this point. It evolves at level 16, which is going to make it a lot more viable. It'll be able to take a few more hits. It'll have a lot more special attack at that point. Maybe not a lot more, but it'll have more.
Yes, Abra is barely on the cusp of runnable with its special attack stat, but Kadabra does turn that around pretty badly.
Herc is back to the Suicune as Hulk picks up a Max Repel in Union Cave. Oh, he gets a Rock Slide flinch to beat the Suicune finally. Stantler grows to level 12.
Shadowfrost finding TM40 in Union Basement. Not sure what it is yet.
Alright. halqery has made it to Azalea Town. Just gonna check that item behind the well and see what that is. Gets a Twisted Spoon for his Abra! That is a solid find. Boosts the power of Psychic-type moves. And with that Abra already having Stab Psychic, that's going to be a very nice find for him.
Also, there was a King's Rock found in Union Cave, so that could also be a viable hold item, as the flinch procs are very useful.
So halqery is going to be the first one to head into the well here. Now he's honestly hoping for just some Pokemon that are going to be weak to Psychic or weak to Ice Beam that can give some decent experience to try to help him get that Abra to level 16. He has gone ahead and equipped this Twisted Spoon that he got. Did Shadowfrost pick up the Twisted Spoon?
Shadowfrost did. I believe he's sticking with the Bright Powder.
Bright Powder's not a bad option either. Sunkern on the first trainer, though. Not going to be much experience. The
Shadowfrost is using the Jolteon, not the Abra, so the Twisted Spoon is not useful at all.
Fair enough. I didn't realize he opted for the Jolteon.
Oh, and we see that the legendary that Team Orange beat was a Lugia on Elderly.
Okay, there we go. This Magnemite giving halqery absolute fits. Confusion, it caused confusion and has Sky Attack. Just pouring out tons of damage here.
Oof, and the next rocket has a Stab, Headbutt, Clefable. A Headbutt Protect Clefable.
Oh my gosh. Herc is going to check the water outside on Route 32 for something. Looking for anything on the card, or a potential main swap. Most likely just looking for anything on the card. The Stantler's going to start to ramp up here momentarily. He finds a Tauros in the water!
With a moveset, that is a definite upgrade over the Stantler.
Well, so far, it's shown Poison Gas, and I missed what the first move was, but it wasn't promising. But they will get to mark the Miltank Tauros goal. So they are making some decent progress here. As we see halqery. Yep.
Meanwhile, Rasschla is going against Faulkner yet again.
Looks like both Halk and Shadowfrost are on the same fight. The third rocket in Slowpoke Well doesn't seem to have too much that's threatening. I saw
Apparently,
Paris'
according to
Tentacle
chat,
on the
we are
front.
slightly ahead of the streams. Also, seeing that Paris, I had to check and make sure that Venonat Paris wasn't on the card.
So halqery does pick up the lure ball from Kurt before heading into Bugsy's gym here. Left twin leading a Slowpoke. Right twin with a Clefable. So the Headbutt Clefable makes a return. The Abra will now evolve. He's stopping the evolution on the Abra, actually.
It's an early enough evolution that it's a decent choice.
Yeah, it's a decent choice. Like, he's already got a ton of special attack coming out of that Abra. As the guy on the left has a vanilla Beedrill. What kind of randomizer? I love it. Alright, Herc's making his way into the well now. As we see halqery starts the Bugsy fight. Bugsy leading a Flareon. Ooh. Flareon with wing attack. Abra barely makes it through.
Alright, Shadowfrost on the Beedrill right now and clearing it up fairly quickly.
Well, once you get past the lead of Bugsy, it looks like the fight's relatively easy. Nothing too much to write home about there.
Oh, Shadowfrost finally looking at the Union TM, and it turns out to be Reflect.
Oh. So halqery has made it through the Bugsy fight and is starting Rival 2. Rival 2
Did you
usually
happen to catch Bugsy's TM?
did not. Went by too fast for me.
Oh boy, Bugsy's Flareon has Hyper Beam.
Oh my gosh. That Flareon's a monster. Hyper Beam wing attack. Halk makes quick work of Rival 2, excuse me. Stops his third evolution. Or stops his fourth evolution, excuse me. So he does get the goal as he heads into Ilex Forest.
And just one more Evo, and one more level up, and he will have his Kadabra main.
Yeah, it's going to definitely help him out once he gets there. Also, Bugsy's TM is high jump kick. So, Herc's...
Ooh, that's a nice move. But
Herc's not going to be
useless for
thrilled. Herc is not going to be thrilled to see that one. He already knows it.
Herc is the only one that it could have helped, but he already has it.
So halqery picks up Cut, and I'm curious to see what Right Twin has, because I figure Herc's probably going to go Right Twin since halqery went left to try to find out some information.
Yeah, there's still a few troublesome pokes that we have not seen any info for.
Just off to the top of the head, we haven't seen Raticate Pidgeotto info, Tentacruel Dugong, or
Quillfish,
Quillfish.
Remoraid, and Chinchou.
Yeah. Ooh, halqery found a nugget in Ilex Forest. That's a decent chunk of money. Good for some extra healing items. To help bolster the survivability of this Abra into Kadabra. Oh, we do have Tentacruel info actually on Shadowfrost side.
Yeah, it's got Dig and Mega Drain, so it is slightly annoying.
I want to say it's Rival 2. Did he took the Poliwrath?
Yeah, Poliwrath's rival gives Tentacruel info.
Wow. So we do have. So both teams will have Tentacruel info, as Herc did take the Poliwrath as well. See a Raikou on Herc's side from Right Twin, as well as a Kakuna. Which the Kakuna would have been useful if they didn't already have the Beedrill Butterfree gold mark. So no real help on either side for the Twins. Herc's checking Clefable inflow. Clefable is only in Tin Tower.
Ouch!
Oh man,
That's not likely to be a location we see.
So they're gonna have to look for something else for that one. halqery taking this opportunity to head through the national park, send the flower shop sister back home, so that way he can pick up the squirt bottle as soon as he's done with the gym fight.
Avoiding the bug catching contest for now, though.
Well, I believe he set his clock for. One of them set their clock for Wednesday. So this could, in fact, be. I wasn't able to see which game it was that's set for Wednesday. So I'm not sure if the bug catching contest guard was standing by ready for him. Do see a Poliwrath on the first mandatory trainer of Whitney's gym. Be quick work for the Abra, who should now evolve into a Kadabra. Finally, no spoons gets a spoon.
Technically a second spoon, as the Twisted Spoon's already there.
No, you're right. One spoon has 2 spoons. It's too much to think about.
It's too bad he won't get 2 spoons, because triple wielding spoons is powerful.
Imagine all of that ice cream. So halqery starts the Whitney fight. Whitney leads a coughing, but he's out of psychic. So with her second Pokemon being a Vaporeon, he is going to take the time to use the Max Ether he picked up. He has no other good answer for the Vaporeon. Herc has made it through the Bugsy fight.
Meanwhile, Rasschla currently on Bugsy and wiping, and Shadowfrost just picking up Sweet Scent.
halqery is through the Whitney fight. Let's see if I can see what the TM is. No, too fast. Too short a name, couldn't see it. So the runners are using a ROM called the Crystal Speed Choice ROM that gives them instant text and makes it very hard to see as these chat boxes flash by real quick. With Whitney out of the way, halqery heading north. Okay, halqery is now going to set up for the bug catching contest.
Quick box heal first, though.
Yep. No, he's actually opting to come back for that. He might be leaving that to Herc at this point, actually.
Herc, who's seeing a quillfish right now.
Wild quillfish. Yeah, wild quillfish in the forest. He may not want to catch it yet.
That is an amazing find.
So he may not want to look for it just yet. He might be trying to mask its location. You can at least make a note that it's there and come back for it later on. It seems to be pretty common though. So I think he's just going to catch it now.
Now, if Rasschla doesn't use repels in the forest, he may see the quillfish.
So Halk is now officially the designated blitzer for the yellow team. As halqery starts the Kimono Girls. Yeah, not a chance. The Kadabra tried to learn Mist. Top notch. Sudowoodo on halqery's screen as Herc is checking the Tentacruel info. Tentacruel, Route 33 and Mount Silver.
One of the best routes to see.
Nice, easy route.
No water slots.
So with the way the ROM works, the route breakdowns, there are 7 encounters in the grass, 3
Dugong,
and Herc finds a Dugong. It exploded! It has self-destruct.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
You just throw the ball at it. Get in.
Oh, did you happen to catch the Sudowoodo? There was so much going on that I did miss it.
I missed it too, unfortunately.
Shadowfrost in contest catching a Blastoise, which at level 14 has a fair chance of winning.
So Rasschla does have his Kadabra now, and found the Dugong. Did end up killing the dugong, but
It seems that the dugong also had whirlwind.
that is the worst dugong ever. That is
Those are horrible moves to see.
there's pure hatred coming out of that dugong. So Herc's going to check a fishing encounter here in Ilex Forest.
Do we have time for a quick donation here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. We have $50 from Nastrinus with no comment at all. But this donation also is split between another bid war we have coming up, which is the Jet Set Radio Future Lockout Bingo. Choose the character. So $10 are going towards Rapid 99 and $40 are going towards Garam, which is also currently in the lead. So if you want to have another character be played by the runners, you can choose between. Let me look it up. There is the option for Beat, Cube, Garam, Jazz, Rapid 99, and Riff, and the first two choices will be split between the runners. They will decide whoever they want to pick. So if you want to pop Garam and Rapid 99, it is your chance during this run until the next one. Alright, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Keep those donations pouring, guys. As you heard, the Jet Set Radio bid war still open. Make sure you guys get your bids in if there's a character you want to see. We do see Rasschla making another attempt at the dugong here.
Shadowfrost did win contest with the 14 Blastoise.
And halqery has released the roamers. Did not have...
Also, Herc's fishing was a sand slash.
Now, I did not have audio for halqery, so I did not catch what the roamers were. So we will find out with all of you at some point here in the future. We'll have to turn the audio on for Shadowfrost when he gets there, so maybe we can catch what the roamer cries are.
Interesting move from Herc grabbing the odd egg.
Might be something really good if it hatches relatively quickly, since Halk is kind of the designated fallback guy. He can take the time to hatch.
Shadowfrost hitting an optional in Whitney's gym.
Ooh.
Wait, doesn't that trainer normally have Bet Snubble?
A trainer could very well have that Snubble. I have not fought any optional trainers in Whitney's gym in years. Halqery's Kadabras come online here.
Rasschla getting whirlwinded away again by the dugong.
Oh my gosh. Awful. It does look like we're having a slight connection issue from Herc's side. Might be on my end.
Herc does find a Zapdos in contest, though.
15 Zapdos should be pretty good to win that. Like I said, the Kadabra, meanwhile, has absolutely come online for halqery now. Now that he's picked up Surf from the Kimono Girls, we're looking at Psychic Surf Ice Beam.
That is a nearly unstoppable mon right there.
And its level 26 move makes it even more unstoppable with Leech Seed. No, you can't do that with a straight face.
No. I mean, it would be an option for Slow King.
So it's It's just one of those things. He's hoping he doesn't run into anything that's going to wall this, and Slowking would be one of the Slowking and Slowbro would be one of the few things that would.
Those
Or
and
something.
Starmie.
Starmie, yeah, that would be about it. That's most I can think of. Like, it's got pretty good coverage otherwise. halqery is just making quick work of this gym. The exploding Polyrats strikes again. But he dodged the explosion, so...
Bright Powder coming in clutch.
halqery done with Morty now is going to head down Route 38 towards Route 39 in Olivine City. He's looking for the
Looks like he's making a
roamer.
play. Yeah. He must have heard something very good.
He took a few moments to check for the roamer. Moves on about his day. Looking for that defeat a level 40 Pokemon, looking to see if maybe he can pick it up for free. Rather than
I mean, if
having to
any
go.
of these leads is going to do it, it's at Kadabra.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, it does look like Shadowfrost is going to make his way through the Whitney fight. As is Rasschla. Blue team both neck and neck now at this point for their own progress.
Oh, Herc is mowing the lawn to avoid an encounter.
So Shadowfrost is heading towards the Pseudo Widow here in a moment, so we should see what that was. It doesn't look like it was anything of note since it wasn't on the card, but it is curious to see what it was. halqery is now making his way towards Cyanwood City. Pick up his 5th badge and his Fly HM. All HMs on the card is an easy goal to get. The only one that ends up tripping up players is finding the Waterfall HM in Ice Path. It's a little out of the way, so...
Alright, we've got Shadowfrost going up against Pseudo Widow, which is a Mr. Mime.
That would do it, yep.
Honestly, with the way that Jolteon is, I would consider catching and looking at that thing's moveset.
Oh, no. Shadowfrost lost to the Mr. Mime and blacked out all the way back to Azalea.
That is going to hurt. That is a lot of movement that he has to redo now.
It's moments like that you'll see a lot of the Crystal Runners will duck into a Pokemon Center in a town. You don't even have to heal in it, but it does set your checkpoint should you wipe to the last Pokemon Center you walked into. So, unfortunately, since Shadowfrost didn't walk into the Goldenrod Center, he does get sent back to his last center visited. Which wouldn't have been too bad if it was Violet, because he'd be closer to the Pseudo Widow. Hyper Beam Eevee.
By the looks of it, Shadowfrost was likely planning to center in Ecruteak.
So Hyper Beam Eevee takes out halqery's Kadabra there. We should get through that fight without too much more of a problem, as Herc is now starting the Whitney fight. Shadowfrost sees the Dugong. Let's see if Shadowfrost can Shadowfrost is just going to Master Ball the Dugong. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Nice move.
They are not dealing with that Dugong any further.
Oh, Rasschla catches the Mr. Mime, and it is a disaster.
I saw a Hydro Pump. What else did it have?
Apparently it might have 30 or less total PP. I saw Spiderweb, Mega Kick, Dynamic Punch, and I missed the last move.
That is bonkers. That Mr. Mime is a setup for that goal so perfectly. Now I wonder. I don't think Halk caught it.
I don't believe he did.
The question is going to be, does Herc catch it? It's a free goal if they catch it. Otherwise, they will have to look around for something else that's already set up or that they can set up.
Oh, Shadowfrost finding a Wigglytuff. After the disaster of seeing Clefable's location, that is a godsend poke.
It's a nice little find after having to come back from Azalea Town. Just some extra apologetic gifts from the game. Trying to make up for that lost time there.
And on halqery's side, we see Chuck trying his best surge. Not working out with the Voltorb, though.
Seismic Toss from the Meryl.
Oh my god, Shadowfrost finds a Miltank!
That is insane. Shadowfrost has stumbled into so much stuff since that wipe. He's heading for the berry bush on Route 38, so that way he can set up for the Route 39 TM. And it's just gifted with an absolute legend of a Miltank here. The Miltank's got rollout. Who made this ROM? It's another huge find. So let's look at the card. What do we have that's still a problem? We've seen a
we have not seen Flappy Skip.
We haven't seen Flappy Skiploom. The closest we've seen is an Ampharos, which, if you're not familiar with Generation 2 breeding, is a nightmare. So
long for egg checks and for hatching in this gen. Oh, it looks like Herc did not catch the Mr. Mime.
Oh, man. So, I did just notice 4 Pokemon with unique typings in the full decks marked by Herc. Marked by Herc and halqery. I had it written down in my notes, and bouncing between the 2 players, I don't know what they caught. That's a relatively newer goal, though. So, like,
it is, and it's fairly easy if you can catch 4 Pokemon with just single types, as long as they're different.
And there's a ton of options for that. Anywhere from Kingdra being the only water dragon to Shuckle being the only bug rock. There's a lot of options in this game.
Mad Cargo being the only fire rock.
Yeah. Sneasel as Ice Dark. We could go on.
it just keeps going.
It's a laundry list of Pokemon. Poliwrath with
Blast.
Oh, it looks sick.
It does. I'm so sad about that.
Oh.
I didn't try and use Dream Eater.
Yeah, it's sick. Its dreams are dashed. It wants to eat her. It wants to eat halqery's dreams. We do get the static shiny. I'm just going to give them the red scale. Talk to Lance here. And Lance is gonna empty his pockets.
I always find it funny when one of us forgets to talk to Lance or tells him no.
I've mashed B and said no so many times, it's embarrassing. So Halq has cleared the Lance cutscene. He's gonna get the call from Elm to go pick up the boat pass. So the ROM that we're using has early Kanto. So as soon as you clear that Lance cutscene, you can get the boat pass to go right over to Kanto, which will be good considering they have no information on where the other team found that Wigglytuff. So they can check Kanto locations and see if maybe they can find Clefable over there.
But instead we see halqery going for Mineral Badge.
Fair enough. halqery is in a good position to do that.
He does have a lead and a good main, so it is probably the best option.
Herc is now on the Kimono Girls, I believe. Yep. Shadowfrost on just finishing the Kimono Girls. So Shadowfrost is going to improve that Jolteon's moveset with Surf as Rasschla starts the Ecruteak Gym. Oh, let me turn on. I gotta turn on audio on my end. I want to hear what these roamers are. So that way, once Rasschla's through the rival fight, I can actually maybe have some info.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to follow suit with that.
You're gonna have to help me out with this. I'm bad with Pokemon cries. I could tell you like 3 cries off the top of my head. Other than that, I kind of like. I think that's so and so. Rattata info for halqery. Off of one of the gentlemen's. Off of one of the gentlemen, I believe, in. Yep, one of the gentlemen in the lighthouse. So it does give them a path into Raticate Pidgeotto. Alright, Herc is going to get his Surf. Megahorn Bayleaf on Rival. Also, Rival with a Bayleaf. I don't think we should let Herc randomize these anymore.
Yeah, that is, what, a 3rd vanilla poke we've seen now?
I believe so.
Just vanilla trainer poke.
Spider-Man meme on Shadowfrost screen. Right. halqery has picked up the secret potion, is heading back up the lighthouse now. So he's going to knock out Mineral Badge pretty soon here. Let's see what these roamers are. Chat might have already figured it out earlier, but yeah, I'm not sure. I want to say it's a Caterpie for. I'm relatively bad with cries. I don't have the gear for it.
RNG hater saying Girafarig, Wooper, Butterfree.
Ah, fair enough. Chat saying we're $7 away from 1,400, guys. Get the donations in, guys. So there's no reason we can't hit 1,500 before the end of this bingo. Like, before the end of this run. I believe in you guys. I'm pretty sure you could do it, guys. Get us to 1,500 before the end of this run.
Well,
absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say, indeed, speaking of donations, we're getting really close because we indeed did get a donation, which would be a $20 donation from Ailes. I hope I did not butcher your name. Saying, sorry, good luck to Krabby and 7th Ace with the upcoming JSRF Bingo. Donation goes towards Jazz as one of the characters, because how could you say no to her? Thank you so much, A-List, for your $20 donation. And indeed, this is the moment to remind that we still have the JSRF. There we go, maybe I'll pronounce it correctly one day, JSRF. In Bid War still going on, which is the run right after this, where you can choose the character that the runners will go for. So definitely get your donations in for this one, and let's hit, hopefully very soon, the $1,400. Let's go.
There you go, guys. You heard him. Get those donations in. We can get there. Absolute legends, guys, as halqery picks up the mineral badge.
I don't know if you saw, but one of the pokes that walls him was on Jasmine.
Ooh.
She had a star, but it converted into a grass type and just ate a solar beam. Not a solar beam, an ice beam to the face.
Oh, there you go. Always helps when the pokes your Waldon decide to give you some sort of a helping hand to get through it. As we see halqery picking up the radio tower TM, making a large amount of progress here as we see Rasschla is in Olivine now. Herc just starting Ecruteak Gym. And Shadowfrost making their way through Ecruteak Gym. Shadowfrost about to start the Morty fight. Let's see what Halk's play here is. Oh, he's heading for Rival 4, it looks like. No, he's not heading for Rival 4. What am I talking about? Universally stupid. Forgive me on that one.
No, it looks like he's going to Rival 4 backwards.
He's taking the back way. Halqery's making a fool of me. That's what he's doing.
I mean, it does skip 2 trainer battles.
You're not wrong about that. I just never think to go this way.
No,
I'm not creative. I'm not creative enough to think to go this route. I always just go through the 2 trainers in the underground.
I always think that it's more difficult than it actually is, and it's one of the most straightforward paths you can get. Oh, and Raticate.
Hey, Raticate info. Okay, well, he had Rattata info, now he's got the Raticate info. So he's got a backup plan. The thing is Razor Leaf. What a legend.
And it was an interesting Shucky lead. I think he forgot to switch after box healing.
I'm embarrassed to admit I do that way too often.
It is such an easy thing to do.
So Halk's looking for hopefully a relatively clean rival fight here. As long as nothing's carrying a powerful dark or bug type move. Super Fang, slightly inconvenient from the Electabuzz there. A Shadowfrost gets through Morty.
Oh, the Flareon is back.
Oh my gosh. Flareon just tanks a Surf. No problems.
If I remember correctly, Flareon does have decent special defense. Like, more than people give it credit for.
Herc now also on the Morty fight. So Herc's going to see the Magpie information. I think.
So I don't know if you saw the Magpie check earlier. It was 10.
Oh my god.
Not looking good for the only baby info we've seen, and that is a Thunderbolt Seadra.
halqery sees that Thunderbolt and just wonders, why can't I have that? Just give that here.
Get
But
Bolt Beam.
Give me Bolt Beam. So he is through Rival 4, though. Center goal is marked. Orange team is 8 goals away. Blue team not out of this, though. They do have the Wigglytuff information and the 30 total max PP that they got from that they got from the Pseudo Widow. As
halqery checks the
Yeah.
route, and it's on your favorite route.
Oh boy, Route 44. I love Route 44. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. I love Route 44.
I mean, it is a solid route.
It's
It's
solid
no
route.
23, but it is a good route. For those of you unaware, Route 23 is all of about 8x8 tiles of nothing. No grass, no encounters, no trainers, no NPCs. Just emptiness.
Shoutouts to the people to RNG in chat who wanted me to make sure that I knew where the Eradicate was. I have a long-standing history of hating Route 44. Just for a little backstory on that one. So we see Shadowfrost picks up the shiny Blastoise as halqery is heading for the 7th and final HM that he'll need. halqery did clear Sprout Tower earlier. So that will be 7 HMs for the orange team.
Now what I'm wondering is, does he push through to Blackthorn? Yes, he does. Okay.
So a situation like this, I see where he's getting at. Like, I don't think he's going to rappel through Ice Path, hoping to stumble upon maybe some flaffy skip them information. So we see Shadowfrost had an optional on the way back from Lake of Rage, it looks like.
I'm assuming Halk is going through to Blackthorn to face Claire, because Claire is has a level 40, but it is far from easy normally.
Yeah, unfortunately, both of the two main paths to get to a level 40 aren't exactly the easiest paths to get there. You have the Sages in Tin Tower, which is a bit of a frustrating gauntlet for the first two fights, as he finds another Twisted Spoon. Now he's got 3 spoons. There you go. The legendary 3 spoons. Unlimited ice cream power.
Well, if he decides to try and go up against Claire, he might hit 37 and get the final spoon.
The final spoon sounds like an absolutely awful video game.
I mean, he'd be 1 spoon away from Megazam.
Oh, there we go. Okay, he went to the move deleter. That's what he did. So, halqery's opted to drop a move in favor of getting to the less than 30 total max PP. People tend to forget about the move deleter situated in Blackthorn City. So, relatively new card, so we're still getting the hang of it here, too, so...
Yeah, there are a few goals here that we're not entirely used to yet, but we're getting there.
So this is a relatively new card that's been in development for quite a while, with some updated goals. Things like Quillfish, Mermaid, and Chincho, and things like 4 unique typings have just been added to the rotation. So it does create a little bit of a new learning curve for a lot of the older bingo runners that have kind of gotten comfortable. Whereas now we see halqery going for the Elders. He's going to go fight the Static 40. Cleffa info. There you go. Now we've got info on 2 babies, one of which is awful.
I mean, he could potentially go and get the SS ticket and take the boat to Vermilion and check anywhere in Kanto.
That is true. So we see Herc is heading for Cyanwood. Rasschla is in Cyanwood in Chuck's gym. Shadowfrost is
And
heading back
RNG
down
hater,
early.
I'm going to cut you off right there. Cleffa is not useful for the Clefable goal. Happiness Evos are awful.
Shadowfrost took the absolute long... Oh, Shadowfrost doesn't have fly. It just clicked with me. Shadowfrost fly skipped. I was like, Shadowfrost is taking the absolute longest way back to these berries. But Shadowfrost doesn't have fly. That explains that. I just absolutely spaced out on that.
So this would have been a perfect opportunity to go talk to Elm, get the SS ticket, and while getting Snore, head to Kanto.
So there's yet another Starmie. Starmie is Stab Hydro Pump. So the Sages, as I spoke about with the Gauntlet of the Sages, Sage is giving halqery a bit of a fit here. Got a... Herc is heading back. Did Herc forget strings?
Oh, that would be massively unfortunate. But it is a mistake we have all made at one point.
Yeah, I don't think there's a Crystal runner alive that hasn't forgotten strength in a rando at some point. Oh my gosh. Mewtwo on Shadowfrost screen. Where was that earlier?
Yeah, none of our runners saw that.
It was on 31!
Oh my god, 31 had Mewtwo. The only Pokemon that is runnable off one move.
Alright, Hulk has made it through the Sage Gauntlet. He's going to take that quick save before heading in to fight the 40, which we know from chat to be a Butterfree. Alright, Herc is now fishing off the coast of Olivine here and finds a Charmander. Too much help there. Rasschla's now got Fly and is heading for the Shiny.
Shadowfrost about to enter the Sage Gauntlet.
And halqery has defeated the level 40. So, Orange Team is now 20 out of 25 goals. Let's take a look at what they're missing here. Route 39 TM is going to be very simple for them to pick up. The Raticate info, halqery's already seen. The baby Pokemon's going to be tough. Flaffy Skiploom is still a complete blank to them. And then
that was weird. Shadowfrost went into the tower, got to the Sages, and they sent him away.
that is weird. What did I miss?
Shadowfrost must have missed a flag somewhere, and I'm not sure where, because... Did he not talk to Lance?
Shadowfrost might not talk to Lance.
No, because then you wouldn't be able to get past the first Sage in the bottom, because Lance gives you the clear bell. But that Sage wasn't there.
Huh. I'm not sure what happened. I'd have to watch that back later on. As we do see Orange Team has picked up the Route 39 TM. Shadowfrost is getting it right now. And Hulk has picked up the SS ticket. And is ready to...
Evolved a rat.
There we go. Easy Raticate.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Come on in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Amazing. We have $5 from iBot saying, Bingothon's been a blast so far, and I'm glad to have put in some time to support it, but also want to give at least something. I'm sure we can get Palmy to sing, so let's keep those donations coming. Or was it Pika? Who's going to sing? That is certainly Palmy's task. I don't know what's the goal of that. Maybe Pika actually knows that. But this donation did go towards Jazz, which should be as well in the lead right now. Also, we are exactly $2 away from 1400. So, who wants to snipe that right now? And that would officially been 100% more donation than last year with those $2. So, go ahead, guys. Snipe your $1,400 total, and I would say go ahead, guys.
All right, there you go. There you have it, guys. Come on, $2 away from 1,400. There's no reason we don't hit that before the end of this. We should at least be like 1,450 before the end of this. Let's be real.
That's true. Totally true.
These bingo runners are putting on a fantastic showcase for you guys. So we've all got to do our part here. So whatever you guys can give, we do appreciate that. As we see, halqery is making his way through the ship. He's
okay. We got it.
Okay.
Shadowfrost did skip Lance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that had to have been the flag for it. Is that he skipped Lance? Like, that's the only flag I could think of.
Yeah, because while some of us have skipped Lance in the past on accident, I don't think any of us have gone after the 40 after skipping Lance. So that's a new situation for us.
Clefable is going to be after the radio expansion. It's in
not quite. You can get to Fuchsia without the radio card by going through Lavender.
Oh, true.
It does require, I believe, 2 trainers to be fought, though.
No, you are right. I never think about going about it that direction.
Yeah, the key item randos that are done often have to do that because Super Rod tends to be an item. But we see instead, halqery is going to Celadon.
Oh, because you could just go right through Celadon.
Oh yeah, that's an option.
It's so easy to forget there's only one Snorlax in Gen 2.
And it's not even in the Gen 1 location, it's on the other side of the route.
So I do have to say, like, so many of us that do Crystal Bingos, we never go to Kanto. Because most of us do Cinco Bingo races and try to avoid this place as much as possible. But, yeah, there it is. Easy access to Fuchsia City.
Just one trainer in the way, with one Pokemon, and oof.
Also, guys, shoutouts. Shoutouts to all you guys. We are past the $1,400 mark. Thank you guys very much for all of your contributions.
It
Yeah,
got
that's
completed
great.
night. It's really amazing. And indeed, if I can quickly read that donation, it is a $10 donation from 7th Ace, just saying 1,400. And indeed, you snagged it properly. As I assume, well, considering you're one of the JSRF brothers, I don't know if you put it towards your own bid war. But just to do a little update on where we're sitting at on the Jet Set Radio Future incentive, we're currently sitting at $10 for Cube. And then we've got a $40 tie between Garam, Jazz, and Rapid 99. And Beat and Rith currently still are at $0. So it looks like so far it's shaping up quite interestingly. I'm looking forward to see how the rest of this bid war will go. And thank you everyone for your donations. It's really awesome that we managed to get to this milestone.
Nice job, guys. And again, keep on pushing. We are inching towards the $1,500 mark. Paradox, did you see that trade?
I did not see the trade, but I'm guessing it's for a baby, which is probably why Halk is going looking for Abra info. Is it a baby or is it Flappy Skip?
It's Hoppip. The trade is for Hoppip.
Meanwhile, Herc just facepalming himself as he runs into the twins on 38.
But he does
37.
He gets Smoochum info out of it, though. So more baby info.
And I don't know if you noticed, but the level 37 trainer next to Fuchsia had the slow bro that we were worried about.
Oh my gosh. Slowbro's in the worst spots.
Thunder Punch paralyzed halqery. That was massively unfortunate. But he now has Clefable on screen.
Wow.
Hey,
So let's look-
by the way, sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
Just wanted to say, we got just right now another $10 donation. Is it fine if I read it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a $10 donation from Alice. Hello again. Who says, "You like jazz?" So I suppose we can imagine that this goes towards the jazz character for JSRF. So yeah, it looks like there's a lot of sniping going around with this bid war. This is really interesting. So keep it going, guys. I'm really proud of all of you. Keep going, and we'll reach that 1,500 gold eventually. We can do it. Thank you all.
So, missed what halqery's looking for on this route here, as Herc is heading for the shiny.
I believe halqery is looking for a wild Abra.
Up there it is. Yep. Rasschla is now heading for the Gauntlet of the Sages here.
Whereas Shadowfrost catches a Skarmory, which is its own unique typing.
There we go. halqery is now heading to go pick up the Hoppip from the Abra trade. Picked up.
Wait, hold on. We got an egg hatching.
Ooh. It's starting.
Oh, it has been a troll every time it's shown up.
Oh, good old Starmie. Cleffa info 3234 and Tin Tower for Shadowfrost. So Shadowfrost on the right route. Just there it is. Never mind. I was about to say it's a question of is it surfing or is it grass? And we found out immediately.
Yeah, that was answered very quickly.
Thanks, Shadowfrost. Good job.
Meanwhile, Hulk now trading away the Abra.
So I didn't catch what level the Abra was. Was it 15? Because that's...
I think it was a 16, but it
one
should
level
just be one level.
Herc is over on Route 44, and I'm terrified to know why.
We did see a Pokemon that is available on that route. I forget which one.
It was the Raticate. It was the Raticate that they already have. I'm pretty sure
there's Remoraid, which they also already have.
I feel like he's there. I didn't see if there was a baby there, but part of me feels like he's there just to finish there.
I mean, there's a Ditto. That's a baby, right?
Yeah, just catch the Ditto. It's good for every Pokemon.
Catch 2 Ditto. They just transform into other babies.
So it's a level 18 Hoppip, so it just needs to gain 1 level, and it will evolve into a Skiploom. There's the Raticate. I honestly feel like he's just waiting.
I believe so, because all they have to do is evolve that Hoppip and get 2 babies.
Which I'm pretty sure halqery already has the Magby. Is he really? I could see him doing that. Alright, so Rasschla is still on the Gauntlet of the Sages. It's on the second, I think on the second trainer at this point. Sees the Cleffa information. As we see, looks like Shadowfrost is taking the front door to go fight Rival 4.
I mean, it's fair. As I said, most of us forget about the back way.
There we go. He's gonna fight the last trainer he needs to fight before heading into... We're gonna fight the last trainer they need to fight before heading into the Rival 4.
If I recall correctly, one player has to have both babies.
Yes. one player has to have both babies registered in their Pokédex.
Oh, and Herc finds a Togepi.
Shadowfrost now has access to the Rival 4 fight. This Ampharos with Mega Horn, giving Rasschla an absolute nightmare of a time.
Well, one way or another, that Execute is going to drop from it.
Mega Horn on an Execute. That's. I'm
It
pretty
is
sure
all
that's.
sorts of overkill.
I'm pretty sure it's a violation of the Geneva Convention. Like, for real at that point. All right, Halq is now in Price's gym, picking up some experience for the some free experience for the Hoppip at this point.
I'm going to guess that he is going from Price's gym immediately to Route 42 to catch that Togepi.
Most likely at that point, it was their it's really their fastest way out of this. As we see, a Nidoqueen's just going to fall over from a Psychic from this Kadabra. And that is going to be the experience needed to evolve the Hoppip into Skiploom.
Do we have time for another donation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. We have $1 by Dr. Dan Lama saying smiley face. This goes also towards Rapid99, which are currently in the lead with $41, with Jazz at 40, Garam at 40, Cube at 10, and the other two characters at $0. So I guess it's time to snipe Jazz out of the race here. I think we need another $1 for Garam because he is best boy.
You heard it. Like you guys are bidding like crazy for this Jet Set Radio Future bid war. If you want to see Jazz stay in there, you've gotta get them donations in. Fight the revolution that has started. You know, I think I'm going to back the Jazz people on this one. I've not played Jet Set Radio Future, but who doesn't like some Jazz?
I haven't played that game in over 15 years. Well, in about 15 years, yeah.
My wife would actually kill me for not having played Jet Set Radio Future, actually. She's such a huge fan of those games.
I mean, the game was really fun when I played it.
So here we go. We do have halqery is in the 42 grass looking for that Togepi. Herc is hovering the done button. He knows it's just a matter of moments. Rasschla still fighting the Ampharos. Does get past the Ampharos finally. Able to unwall himself and runs
only to
into
find
the Starmie.
Starmie.
Oh, I forgot this fight was so bad. Why? Herc finds an Elekid. Herc could have caught the Togepi and the Elekid and they'd be done. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, with Herc, you love to see it.
I mean, as spectators, we love to see this.
Oh, yeah.
It is great entertainment. But as a runner, it is so very frustrating.
It's a weird way of saying Jazz is best. I love this. Guys, this run is almost over, so if you want to affect... There it is, the final baby. If you want to affect that Jet Set Radio Future run, you've got to get those donations in now. Because the orange team of Hercules, Benchpress, and halqery has won this race. There's the double done buttons coming through. GG's to Hercules, Benchpress, and halqery. A fantastic race put on by all four of our competitors, by the way. This has been a lot of fun to call.
Yeah, this was amazing to watch.
guys, you have your admission. You have to get your donations in if you want this Jet Set Radio Future bid war to go the way you want.
Works. Hello.
There it is. Hello to our triumphant winners. Herc, Halk, nice job, guys.
Thank you.
Team
Very
Dream Eater
well
for the
done.
win.
Team Dream Eater picks up the W. Absolutely nicely done, guys. I did have a little bit of a laugh just now that Herc found 2 babies on his way, running away from route. I was pretty sure you were just hanging out on 44 to mess with me.
I was
Yeah,
trying to find the flappy skip loom there just to mess with you. Specifically why I was there.
Yeah, no, I'd say the race went off without a hitch for us. Like, once, I don't know if Rasschla and shadowfrost even picked the Abra, but once I saw its moves, that I knew that was going to be my main. Plus, running it, I was able to do stop 4 Evos on the same poke, so.
Yeah, so
Rasschla took the Abra, and yeah, that was an amazing Abra.
Honestly, honestly, the Abra and the Stantler, like, it had the flexibility of having one person blitz or the other. Like, we could have just... But as soon as he had the Abra, he already had it leveled up. I just told him to go after he got flashed.
It had 2 special.
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh my god.
15-3, 14-2.
Toilet Abra.
So, absolutely bonkers there. Yeah, the Abra was phenomenal. Like, we saw that moveset, and then, you know, it just absolutely came online even further once he got to Surf.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Starmies and the Slow Bros started showing up.
Yeah, I was worried about the Starmie on Jasmine, but then it played itself and converted into Grass Pit.
Oh, that was
Such a
absolutely
great move.
legendary.
Honestly, Halk moved he was moving so fast, or I just wasn't paying attention to how long I was just taking my time to like be thorough. Because like at one point he defeated Whitney, and then he's like, "All right, cool, I'm about to fight Chuck." I'm like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" Like that was like what, 15 minutes? Holy crap!
Something like that.
Yeah, no, he killed it as the blitzer. Unfortunately, we didn't beat our PB, but
Yeah, I'm
off by, like,
glad we
45
decided
seconds.
I'm really, really, really glad we decided to do early Kanto for this race, because if not, we'd still be looking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, early Kanto is usually always on for Blackout, just in the eventuality that this is a problem, because, I mean, you have to be able to get to everything.
Yeah, so once you guys saw the Clefable wasn't available, it was
like,
very
uh-oh.
obvious, like, oh, it's going to be a trip over to Kanto for sure at this point.
What did they
And
do?
so they found a Wigglytuff. So,
Where?
Ilex, actually. So
Dang, I knew it! I told you!
There's a great story behind this. So, Shadowfrost wiped back to Azalea off the Pseudo
Oh my
Widow.
god. Dude.
And on the way up, found Wigglytuff in the forest, found a Miltank on 39, I want to say, or 38, I want to say. Like, just Shadowfrost found so much stuff going through the forest.
So the funny thing about it is that, like, I wasn't looking at who marked what and Halk was. So for the longest time, I saw that get marked. I saw Clefable Wigglytuff get marked after the bug catching contest, and I'm like, my first reaction was, oh, it might be there, but I'm pretty sure it's an Ilex because the trailer was like, because I think it got marked like almost consecutively with like Dugong.
It was 10 minutes after. They marked it 10 minutes after bug catching.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh,
I think
But,
Dugong was like marked as well, like close by. That's why I thought it was an Ilex, but I just never went to check.
Shadowfrost marked that, and then he marked Clefable Wigglytuff a minute and a half later.
can we talk about that Dugong for a second? That Dugong
That was a troll.
vile.
It was a troll.
It was
evil.
awful to you guys.
What was it? Self-destruct whirlwind?
He sure did. And he thankfully missed Whirlwinds. everything because I did not have a Master Ball yet, and I knew there were 2 coming up.
So the other thing. Go ahead.
You go ahead, Mizzle. Okay.
That's a good comment.
So
go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
Okay,
go,
so
go.
Halk,
Please, after you. No,
Halk, you made 2 very interesting moves that we don't see often. One of which being backwards rival 4. That it's far more straightforward than most people give it credit for, and skipping the 2 trainers is nice. And you used the move deleter in Blackthorn, which most people don't actually know is there.
Yeah. We were talking about it right before we started the race, like thinking what's the best way to get less than 30 PP on a poke, and then we were just like, oh yeah, move deleter. But I'm sure Rasschla and shadowfrost just found something with like Sigrid Fire, Dynamic
The
Punch,
pseudo Mr. Mime.
I knew it.
That was going to be my point. I was going to lean into the Mr. Mime came equipped with that goal.
I didn't want to risk trying to go catch it because I didn't want it to destroy me to the point where I had to go to a center or something to heal, because I had just healed back to full, and like it being a Mr. Mime on the surface was not worth it enough to catch.
Away from that, then. Heck.
I did run away from it, yeah.
I ran away from it. I was like, don't need it. See ya. And because when they marked it, because I know Mr. Mime was in the forest, marked it almost immediately after Dugong Tentacruel. So I'm like, oh, maybe the Dugong had it, because I didn't check the Dugong, and Dugong had like a move that had like 35. Like, that definitely is not it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to reiterate, there was literally like no speed bumps for us, like at all.
No, we destroyed it.
We got a good laugh though. There was a Mewtwo on 31. It turned out.
Oh my god!
Shadowfrost.
I repelled.
Shadowfrost. So Shadowfrost didn't go for fly. So Shadowfrost went down 30 to pick up the berries, and on their way back, stumbled upon the 31 Mewtwo.
Oh my god!
And you just sent me the log. I do want to take a look at this Mewtwo.
Yeah, let us know what that thing had, because
look, let's take a look here. Let's have
I'll catch it.
That could be a big oof.
Mewtwo. Leer Teleport Mega Drain Dynamic Punch at level 1.
It's runnable.
Super Fang at 11. Mach Punch at 22.
It's the best catcher you could ever get. It's got Super Fang Mach Punch. It'll literally do no damage ever.
So that's quite the Mewtwo.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anything went like overly horrible for anybody, so all around good race, I think.
Yeah, this was a pretty straightforward card and a pretty straightforward round to go with it. Like,
did get lucky that the Hoppip was the Abra trade, and I'm glad I checked.
Yeah. Oh, there was no other info on it.
Nope.
Like, honestly, the biggest hiccup, for me was Sprout Tower. Because that stab/draft rig would have given me a lot of trouble had I not crit it with Ice Beam.
Oh, the early game mons were...
Yeah, the early game was difficult, because that Suicune on Faulkner was also a massive roll.
Yeah, and like, all it did to me was Leech Seed. Silly.
Flaffy is 2 A's. Whoops. Afy.
So just for a little bit of information, Skiploom was Tin Tower. Looks like second floor of Ice Path.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Route,
man.
Route 21 and Fishing.
I'm disappointed in you.
The exact score as well. The 9.
Oh yeah. The 9 made me.
Did you like my strat for the 9?
Oh, I loved it. It was exactly what I was hoping for.
So, this is where the Flaffy was.
It
was at 10% on 42.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, on the ground or in the water?
On the ground.
On the ground.
Right, of course.
Listen, the important thing is it wasn't. The important thing is
was the Togepi at 10% or was that just unlucky?
Oh, it was 15.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just unlucky.
15.
Showed up and was the only thing I saw. Where's the Where's Route 42 or 44 water? I don't see that.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't see that in the.
Oh, there it is.
either.
A Sand/Suicune Remo raid. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, like one of the things that made this card really quick also was Herc lucking into Milting Tauros or Quillfish Remoraid Chimchao. Although looking back, he would have
Found all of them.
Remoraid Chinchou anyway. But like the Milting Tauros really came through. I don't know where
Quillfish.
Rasschla and Shadowfrost got it.
Apparently, there was a Miltank on 38 that Shadowfrost found after the wipe to Azalea.
Okay,
Mm,
good enough.
Fishing Group? Fishing Group 2. It's a good spot for Skiploom. Ice Path! What?
Yep.
I was in the second room in Ice Path. Cool. Most went there.
I got an encounter there, but I just didn't get.
I did
Skiploom.
just say that they found it nice. That it was a nice path.
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, language man. Peggy 18. Come on.
The one slip that I ever had during a marathon, and you're gonna call me on it? Are you kidding?
I will call you
One
every
time.
on every problem.
We're gonna
One literal
remember
time.
forever.
It's literally gonna get clipped and sent around everywhere. My career is ruined.
It's the end of the line for you. just because
Anyways,
of
thank
that
you guys
one.
for hosting. Thank you to Paradox and Mizzle for commentating. Congratulations, Herx, on getting blackballed from Speedruns Live.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And
Indeed, really shout outs to you guys. It's really awesome, both from a Brunner's perspective and the commentary perspective. You all did an excellent job.
yeah, I
at
just
it.
hope it was a good showcase of the game because it's a really we have a really welcoming community.
It was,
for
and you
getting
guys
into it.
showed a lot of the skill that's not, well, yes, necessary, but also just very fun to watch.
Is it okay if we post a Discord link to the?
Wait a minute, wait, guys, look what they're.
they call it Flappy Skiploom. Look at that.
They call it Flappy and
Outstanding.
Skiploom. Let's go.
They caught it before they forfeit, I guess. Why did they
Quote,
forfeit? Did
unquote,
they
Flappy
catch it?
and quote unquote Skiploom.
Oh, that makes sense.
That
That's a
is
good meme.
amazing.
You want to bring them in here and hear their perspective?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely bring them in.
Also, I wanted to
I
ask
just
if it's all okay if I post a Discord link in the chat for the Cinco Bingo community.
Oh, that is absolutely fine by me. Go ahead, yeah. And also, just a quick question: do we have time for a donation?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome. Because we got a $7 donation from Alice saying Jazz. I think Alice is excited for the Jazz character, and the goal of that donation was to snipe Jazz. However, a bit after that, we got another $16 donation from a donor certainly named "We Don't Like Jazz" with a simple comment of a smiley face. So it looks like there's another snipe war that's going on right now. That means that currently Garam is at the top. Jazz. Oh wait, no. Actually, Garam is first. Rapid99 is second at $48, and Jazz is third at $47. And then we've got Cube at 10. And then we've got Beat and Wraith at still 0. But the war between those top three choices is intense. It is crazy. So yeah, thank you so much for your donations and keep that going. That bid war is amazing to witness.
You guys are running out of time on that, though, so you guys are going to have to step the game up if you want it to happen.
Exactly.
Rasschla and Shadowfrost, what's up? How you guys? Nice job getting this guy.
We had no info on Flaffy or Skiploom, and yeah, it would be just a search. So we decided just to catch both a Pokemon and call them Flaffy and Skiploom. So that counts,
Yeah,
right?
I hate to break it to you, but Flaffy Skiploom, Hoppip was the Abra trade.
Yeah, we know. We knew. But yeah,
we looked up Abra, and it was like we were thinking at the end.
I ran the Abra.
I ran the Abra as well.
It was good, dude.
So Shadowfrost, the white back to Azalea ended up pretty profitable for you. Like the game felt bad about that and rewarded you.
Yeah. Like at the moment that Vibe happened, first we were like, oh my god, this is just throwing off an entire plan. And then all the locks just started appearing in random places. And at that point our tactics just changed to, alright, we're just gonna throw them off with goals, which we're gonna get now. Maybe that will work.
Because that was the crazy thing, was like, you found the Wigglytuff, you found the Dugong, and masterballed it so it wouldn't explode or whirlwind you again. Then the Miltank on 30. Yeah, the Miltank on 38. Like some clutch finds. The game almost felt bad for stuffing you back to the Shadow Realm.
I got I mean, that was nice, but still, at that point, like, my gameplay started getting worse as well, because I was just annoyed because of the vibe. Sure, RNG is nice, but it just happens sometimes that the game just doesn't want to cooperate.
If I can ask, though, what made you decide to run the Jolteon?
I was debating between the Poliwrath and the Jolteon. I mean, Poliwrath had a pretty good moveset, but I wasn't sure if a female Poliwrath was going to be good enough. Like, I was really in doubt about that one. I thought Dark fighting is pretty alright coverage, and I was just banking on finding something better. I don't know, maybe in the long run wasn't the best idea, but at that point I thought it was good.
Male Poliwrath isn't even good, so you may have made the right choice.
Well, a fantastic run by all four of you guys. Nicely done. I think it was a very solid showcase of what Pokemon Crystal Bingo has to offer for new and experienced players alike. So, absolutely fantastic job, you guys.
Honestly,
Well played.
Dugong, thinking back, when I first found it, it actually wasn't planned. I actually dexed Tentacruel, and it was on 33, so I was actually going to walk back to go get that. And then I took 2 steps and the Dugong showed up, and I'm like, oh, dude, this guy's awesome. He's a pal. He's like, I got you. And I'm like, that's great. And then he blew up, and then he tried to blow me away. And
He was a full Bond villain. He's a full Bond villain.
I was like, man, I thought he had my back, but I really had to question my allegiance with that Dugong.
I was also so happy when I was like, I just got a Skarmory and I realized, all right, I have Cleffa info. Look it up, realize that I'm on the route, just spin turn, get a spin encounter, and instantly find the Cleffa. I'm like, okay.
The 2 babies gave me more trouble than it ever had any business giving me.
Funny is I kept finding them and I kept telling him where they are.
Went to like 3 different routes because like Herc was gonna catch them because he already had a baby. I think, I don't know.
I didn't.
But
I had
info
on.
I had to go to Kanto to get Clefable because the info we had was not in Johto, or not in a good spot in Johto. So I had to go to Kanto to get Clefable, and where Clefable was, there was Magby, and I had the Clef info that it was on 34 and 44, and I didn't want to do that because those are 10 slot locations. But Herc proposed 29 for I think it was Smoochum. Never showed up, and then he told me go to 42. There's Togepi. And then we looked there for several minutes.
And I found Elekid in the basement of Mount Mortar. I found all of them, and I caught 0 of them.
Yeah, while you're looking for babies, he's just like, oh look, there's a Togepi. Oh look, there's an Elekid.
So legit was like, I found Togepi, it's here, come here, and I'm just continually looking for the Flaffy Skiploom.
Yeah, he was so tunnel visioned on that, it was insane.
I wanted to get it on 44.
Like, it's a pride point for you. You're like, I want to get this Flaffy Skiploom before Hulk before Hulk involves his
What's left for me to do?
You catch babies.
There was a couple people from the community in the chat when you guys dexed the Eradicate and saw it was on 44. You would have thought their eyes all lit up because they were like, "Hey, Mizzle, did you see where the Eradicate is?"
Found it there too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I should have waited.
Of course it was. But
So I
No, I got
guess you guys also used the Mr. Mime for the 30 PP.
Nope, I used
Do we-
Move Leader.
yep,
Well,
no, not
actually, the
There's a move
Sudowoodo,
deleter in Blackthorn.
the Sudowoodo was 5-5-5-10.
Yeah, when I fought the pseudo, there was no like I had just healed up to full, and I knew that I'd have to use a move to weaken it because I didn't want to sit there throwing balls at it forever, and I didn't want to risk it weakening me to a point where I had to go back to a PC or center to heal. So I just ran. It like
Mr.
it
Mime
being a
is also
Mr.
an
Mime
ILX or
just
something.
didn't provide me any value.
Might have also been an Ilex.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we knew that move deleter would be a consistent way to get that goal, so we just did that.
I know as I ran away from like 3 of them.
Mr. Mimes?
Yeah.
Nice.
but I think that
yeah.
I don't
Pretty-
know. I don't think I have any other questions for you guys. Paradox?
No, that was a very, well, not super clean, very good run.
It was pretty clean.
It was pretty clean.
I said not super.
Except for my foul language, but
Exactly, Herc. You have to be careful about that.
Anyways, I gotta go. Thanks for race, y'all.
Yeah, thanks for the race. Thanks for having us race here.
Yeah, like I know that we both submitted it like at the same time approximately, and I'm really happy that we turned it into this. I know I kind of knew that we weren't most as experienced as our opponents, but I still think it was really fun to show it off this way.
yeah.
Absolutely, guys. Nicely done.
For the
Thank
race.
you guys for putting on a fantastic show. Thank you to all the viewers here on Speedruns Live watching Bingothon for your continued donations and the support of our runners and our commentators and making this fun for us too. Thanks a lot, guys.
Cheers, Solo.
Welcome back,
And-
everyone.
Hello all! We really hope you enjoyed this amazing run. It's been really awesome to watch. Hannah, why don't you tell us about what's our next run?
Well, our next run is Xbox the Game. And it's also ran by Jet Set Radio Future with the category 7th Ace and Krabby. This is an amazing run. Have you ever played Xbox?
Wow, that sounds like an interesting game. I've heard of Xbox when I was younger, and you know, I never really got the opportunity. I've watched it in many Bingothons before because we've had the game Xbox in the past, but never got the opportunity to play it myself. Then obviously that's not the same for you.
Well, I have played the game Xbox in the past before, and I also had a race last year with the good old Jet Set Radio Future. It was absolutely amazing. I unfortunately lost. But yeah, that's just the category. 7 Ace and Krabby is a brutal category to run, and you know, you have to be quite fast because the other person can snipe you quite well.
Yeah, 7th Ace and Seventh Ace and Krabby. That sounds like an absolutely brutal category from what I watched. I think I can agree on that. And in any case, when you play Xbox, just maybe for beginners, avoid that category. Who knows?
That is
in fact,
totally right.
Talking of the game Xbox, I think we, there's this bid war going on for the name of the characters. And when I say war, I truly do mean war, because those donation comments are brutal. And how about we go on reading them? How about we read them one by one and we can interchange? How about you start?
All right, we have a $5 donation by Digital Duck saying, Jazz.
Ooh, Jazz, indeed. I think we can tell which Xbox character we're thinking of right now. Oh, this donation is definitely going there. The next... go ahead.
In my humble opinion, I would say Jazz is the worst Xbox character, but that's just, you know, my 2 cents here.
That's just an opinion. The next $5 donation we got from Phospho says, "This is for Clutch, you bastards!"
Yeah, please give Clutch some respect. In the Xbox series, he is actually not the most annoying character out of all the characters available there. So yeah, give our man Clutch some love. He just wants to have your souls, like literally. So we have another donation by Alice, which is $3, and it is Jess.
Indeed. So first, so that's two donations from Xbox characters for Jazz, and I can see that for our 4th donation, it's another donation by Phospho, and it's actually pretty much the same comment. This is for Clutch, you bastards! There you go. I think some people who want justice for Clutch in Xbox. What do you think?
Ooh, I don't have an opinion on that. I already said enough about Mr. Clutch. But yeah, hashtag pray for Clutch. That is a good chat comment right there. But talking about donations, how is the bid war going right now?
Well, you forgot, Panda. There is actually a 5th donation that is there by Twinkachu. It is a $5 donation with no comment. So I guess we'll just stare into the abyss for all eternity while we see this donation.
Ooh.
We shall never know what are Twinkachu's thoughts.
But can we actually say if the donation did go towards anything, and how is the bid war going?
Indeed, we shall take a look at the current state of the bid war, and we'll see if it will get any more brutal. And remember, this is the very last opportunity to get a snipe for this bid war. So if you really want to have a change, now is the moment. Because right now, the current state of the character bid war for Xbox is Beat, $0, Cube, $10, Garam, $54, Jazz, $60, Rapid 99, $48, and Rive, 0. So it looks like Jazz is winning. What do you take of that, Panda?
I am disappointed in this community.
Have you heard the panda? Have you? You know what this means?
Just kidding. It is good. We can run jazz for charity. That is totally acceptable. Otherwise, I would really say I'm totally disappointed in having jazz on screen. At least she gets some screen time in the bingo because you rarely see her in the any percent run of the game. So you know, it is okay.
I haven't heard of that category. I thought there was a 7th Ace and Krabby category, but I didn't heard about this any person category. What's that?
Well, any person category is actually a category where you play as any person, but you don't play as Jazz because you don't want to play as Jazz. So any person is actually the best Xbox category there is.
What?
So, I think we're ready to go. It looks like if we don't have another donation, Jazz and Garam won this race, so both runners can decide on that. I will check on the runners and we'll see us all in a second.
See you all soon.